Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it might be. So me and Tiffany are on our way to a coffee plantation, and I gotta make a turn right here.
Right here. Yeah.
This right here?
Yep. Yep. Right here.
And I make sure I don't get hit. But so we're trying to find like a good coffee plantation that's
turn left.
Here are the directions. We're trying to find a good coffee plantation, and the last one we went to, I don't know if every coffee plantation is going to be like this here, but a freaking 1 pound bag of coffees was $49. I don't know who or what they think that coffee is, but that's a lot of money for a bag of coffee. And I'm gonna tell you what, the way I go through coffee, if I bought their coffee by the pound, I guarantee you I'd spend like probably $1,000 a month, because I go through a poop ton of coffee. So I make espresso every morning. So making espresso is like really wasteful as far as coffee goes. But anyways, we're going up this hill, and I got my co-pilot over here, Tiffany, who is navigating us to the coffee plantation. So
I already got us lost. So.
she's already gotten us lost a couple
I got
times.
sidetracked. Turn left right here. It says 15 feet, 0 feet.
Turn left right here?
Yeah, that's what
It must have
said.
been that driveway back there. All right. So I think we found the coffee plantation. It's taking a picture of us. Look at these coffee beans. Pretty cool. So let's go see how they make this and what they do with it to process it. And let's go taste some coffee.
Okay.
I got a hold of a coffee bean. I wonder what it tastes like if you don't peel it. And
Yeah, take a bite. Let's see. What's it taste like?
sweet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet coffee bean.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to eat those before they ripe.
So I think we're at somebody's house.
We're lost. We're trying to find our way.
We are definitely lost. We drove up in somebody's private driveway.
Our map, it's not always accurate.
There's a whole bunch of coffee beans up here, though.
Yeah, this is their coffee farm. We just have to find out where their farm house is. Let's see if we can find it. These are all coffee trees.
We're not going to get into it.
You speak German?
Do I speak German?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. What days are available for you? Just tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh. No, we won't be doing one tomorrow.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay then.
I didn't.
So we drove all the way up the lady's driveway, and basically, I guess the tour we just gave ourselves was that's the only tour we're gonna get of that place. So we got to find a different one. Jeez, what's wrong with these people? All right, so on our search for a coffee farm, we found a coffee farm that agreed to give us a private tour. So we're pulling up to this place now, and the name of it is called Kona Farm Direct Coffee. And they have roasting session and farm tours by appointment. So you just come up here with your group, and it's $99 for a group of people. And it includes 2 pounds of coffee that you roast. So Let's get in here and roast some coffee. So they have all the stages of the coffee making right here, from growing the rootstock to picking the fruited part of the plant. They graft them, they do everything. And this is like quite the home operation right here. I wish I had this. So these over here, this is her rootstock. So they select a coffee plant or coffee tree that has a strong rootstock that will resist bacteria, and she said worms. And who knows what else is in the soil. And then so after they get the rootstock, then they graft on the top part of the plant that produces the fruit, and then that's what all these boxes are down here. So they just have hundreds and hundreds of coffee plants that are waiting to be put into the ground. So cool. And then after they you can see the grafted plants in here, and they put them inside these containers to where the keep the bugs and the geckos off of them.
This
Oh,
is
how
when
cool.
it's still closed right here,
Yeah.
and this one is already open up.
Oh, you've never done a harvest yourself, or?
On these trees.
Oh,
How so? Like at what point in the harvest process do you know when to harvest it?
When they're red.
Or when? Okay, a red bean is.
Yep.
Huh.
and they're sweet when they're red.
They're very sweet.
So what? Do you have any idea like what coffee was used for before they like figured out that you could roast it and?
I have no idea. You might want to Google it.
Huh. Can you eat the beans the way they are? No.
You can take the skin, when it gets ripe, you can take the skin and dry it. Oh, no, they've had it for a while. My husband gives them advice.
So I'm trying coffee beans. This one had 2 beans in it.
Uh-huh.
Is that normal?
There's 2 beans in every single one. Now,
Well, you-
Did you pop those in your mouth yet?
Yeah, no.
Okay, give her one. Pop one in yours.
There, it's actually,
She wants to know if you peeled it.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, you did?
Pop that in your mouth.
This is, the husk and stuff is actually pretty sweet.
Are
Fruit.
you chewing it?
Don't
Oh.
chew it. Just
I chewed it too much now.
no, just suck it.
That part, the husk is Does it have caffeine in it right now?
No, I don't think it has the same amount of caffeine as when after you roast it, really. Because all the chemical changes and so forth. But isn't that sweet? So coffee grows on a fruit tree.
So this is considered a fruit tree.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's quite tasty when you break it open.
It's kind of like cantaloupe, right?
So this is, I'm going to show you guys the beginning of the coffee process here of how this works. So what happens is the coffee beans, when they turn red, then they go into a husker. The husk is taken off, and the beans are brought over to here, and they spread them out on the floor. You can see some beans right here. So this entire floor of this thing will be covered with beans, and they'll let them dry for a few days. The sunlight comes through, and the roof keeps the rain off because you don't want these getting wet when they're drying, or she said it can cause mold. So after the drying process, the beans are then moved into this area over here. And The beans are right below this, and they're being dried right now. So this is the husking machine. This is where the husk comes off at.
Well, not the husking, this is the pulping.
Pulping. Okay. Oh, okay. That's called the pulp.
This is, yeah, we're
Okay.
we're pulping the cherry right
Ooh.
with this machine.
So this is the pulps right here. So this is the part that comes
So
off
this
the
is
outside.
that cherry skin can be washed and cleaned and dried and turned into a coffee tea if one or so.
Oh, okay. So it's put into this hopper right here.
So did you guys ever know the Grossmans? They had a coffee farm here.
Oh, this one probably was. Who knows all
It's
this.
probably been, I don't know, 10 years or so.
Are they,
Then it goes
No,
up
they sold
here.
it.
So it goes up
They
this
probably
chute,
sold it the same time you guys sold it.
and then into this, and then through here,
He's also
Trying to think of the last name, so that's
and
why
then
I
comes
said
out
it.
down here.
I can't remember what it was.
But
Matthew Murray. He's bought and sold coffee farms for so many people over and over again.
that's the pulp. I'm gonna spill the beans. Just okay. So right up here.
Yep.
All right. In case you never spilt the beans, this is what it looks like.
Get them all?
Take the top lever
Okay.
and push it up.
This one here,
Yep.
upward.
Up. Pull in. There's that one.
So they're cooking right now, huh? Look at the beans. Alright, the coffee beans are getting darker. I can smell the aroma coming out of this thing. More, right there? All the way? Okay. It's out. Okay.
Letting out a little air.
Man, I won't sleep tonight. So the beans are starting to crack. You can hear them. Sounds like popcorn. And they've taken on a very dark color.
Okay. Yeah, what color are your beans? Are they lighter than this?
Yeah, they're like that one there,
Okay.
that one. So the beans hit 394 degrees, and we pulled the lever up, and they poured out of here, and then now they're in the cooling stage, and they went from almost 400 degrees down to is that the bean? Is that them right here?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say they're still cooking.
It's lower and
They're still hot. Like you can't handle them.
I see.
If I hold on to it. Now these have finally cooled down. Wonder what they taste like this. Just need some chocolate. So we're gonna try some of this secret recipe macadamia milk. And we're gonna put it inside of our
More
coffee.
cinnamon and salt? Okay.
Here's some of the fresh coffee that
So Sarah made this with a little more cinnamon and salt than what I'm.
can't wait to try it. Cheers.
Cheers, yeah.
Oh yeah, she put quite a bit. It's good. Yeah,
Tastes
I
like I'm
it.
drinking donuts.
And
Wow.
it's probably good for you. I mean, there's nothing.
This tastes exactly like I'm drinking donuts.
There's nothing bad in here that
Right.
you
Mm.
can't have.
Now, when I make it, I only use a tad of the cinnamon, and so you don't really taste the cinnamon. It helps to enhance it. But
What are you using for the milk? I mean, is that just the macadamia?
That's dessert right there.
that's it. You take it down like sugar someplace. It's not the temperature, it's just the beans. We just want to get them right up, cool enough to package them up.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's not in the macadamia.
Right. It's just the temperature of what's in there. So we done some other water activities, snorkeling.
We haven't been. We're probably gonna do that. Well, we're gonna do it this afternoon. Done a lot of stuff.
Here?
No.
So we're just hanging out, waiting for our coffee to cool down. And it's raining so hard. How hard's it raining, Tiff?
It's hard. Can't believe it. We
Our
gotta.
coffee roasting machine's right over here, and we've had a cup of coffee, and this is a really cool experience. Our coffee's still cooling down. The aromas that came out of that machine, let me tell you, unbeatable.
Beautiful beans. Okay, so there's the first bucket. And
There's our beans. Man, it smells so good. Alrighty, we're filling our bags up. Fresh Kona coffee. There it is. It's gonna be so good when we brew it up. All right, we just finished up our coffee tour, and I'm gonna say, what would you say? What would you, if you're gonna give that a rating of 1 to 10? What would you say for a coffee tour?
I think that was like a 10.
Yeah. So and the other thing, we called this lady up virtually 10 minutes before the tour, and she said yes. So I think that's a big thumbs up right there. The other company, which I won't mention their name, but just because there wasn't enough people to do a tour, they didn't want to have anything to do with us. So I think that she needs some recognition for that. That's awesome that take you a last minute's notice. And the overall tour, I'm gonna say a 10. She went through every single aspect of the coffee making process, you know, from picking it off the plant. Actually, from before picking it off the plant, she went through
Where do they cut it?
Yeah, graft the fruit onto a good rootstock. So amazing experience. So here's the coffee that we brought home from Kona, and as you can see on the box here, or the package, whatever you want to call it, the bag, it is called Kona Farm Direct, and you can go to their website here. It's konafarmdirect.com, and as you can see, it's a very small farm, and they do everything on a very small scale. So you're not getting a commercially produced coffee. And this coffee here I roasted with the help of Kona Farm Direct. So anyways, what I wanted to do was do a unboxing, a reveal, whatever you want to call it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to stick it in the grinder, grind it up, and we'll try it out and see how this stuff tastes. All right, we'll just open this bag up here and see what's going on. Oh my God, I can already smell the flavor coming out of this. And I got my coffee light roasted, so just so you guys can see what's going on in there. That's how it came. And this is like 1/4 of a pound, maybe half a pound. So here's this is a light to medium roast, and for my espresso, that's what I prefer. I like a light medium roast coffee. And as a lot of people don't understand is that the darker that you roast a coffee, the more of the caffeine comes out of it. So when you get a light roast, it gives you a lot more caffeine. So it gives you that punch in the morning that you need. So what we're going to do is just, I'm going to open up, I've got my coffee grinder all emptied out here, and I cleaned it up a little bit. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pour this whole pound in there. It's a half pound, sorry. Make sure I get them all. Oh yeah, got them all. All right, so the one thing about putting different beans into your grinder is the grind sometimes has to be adjusted. You can see that I've got little marks on mine, and I also have directions on which way you need to go finer or coarser. So, but I'm just gonna go by the settings I got right now, and we'll see how it comes out. So let's just grind some coffee. You can see the coffee coming out. And also kind of see in there. And we'll just go ahead and we're going to get a cup ready. Now, traditionally I leave my cups over the heater right here on top of the espresso machine. This actually heats your cups up. And for good espresso, you need a nice hot cup. And the heater on top of your espresso machine will should keep your cup hot for you. And then I also like to just put a squirt of hot water in here. And then you can fill the when the cup warms up, you're ready to make espresso. So we'll just let that cook right there. All right, so let's get our portafilter over here. And what you want to do is fill this up just to where it's overflowing. There we go, that's probably good. And as you can see, making espresso can be a little messy. All right, after you get that baby filled up, it's heaping over like this. What I like to do is just go and level the thing off, but make sure that it's full. And I never ever, when I fill my portafilter up, don't level it off and press down. You just want to kind of sweep it off. All right. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our tamper, which is mine's stainless steel and made out of wood, and we're going to put it right over the coffee, right into the portafilter, and you want to just press down. Now, I see lots of videos out there, everybody's saying that you got to have, you know, exactly 40 pounds of pressure on this, or you know, or the grind has to be a certain way. It can be any way you want. It's your espresso. You can do whatever you want to do. And every espresso machine is going to be different. And the one thing that you always hear everybody talking about is how long it takes for the espresso to come out. And yeah, you know, you don't want an espresso that takes a minute for it to extract out. But they say it should be anywhere from like 20 to 30 seconds. So somewhere in that range is, you know, acceptable. And a double shot of espresso, it shouldn't be like this cup here. It should maybe be like half full for a double shot. So, all right. So we're just gonna tamp that down, and then we'll load it up on the machine here. All right, let's get this shot going here and see if we're gonna have to adjust the grind. Kind of flying by the seat of our pants. So I've got a really slow extraction going here, and it is almost stuck. And so I've loosened up the grind a little bit on the machine, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I loosened up the the grind a little bit just by a couple numbers, and we'll see what happens on this one. We'll just go ahead and pull this down. There we go. Okay, we're gonna pull that away. All right, so we got the perfect shot of espresso, in my opinion, right here in front of me. It's got nice crema on it, and it's in a nice preheated cup. So let's see what this tastes like. I'll give you an idea of what you're missing out on. All right, here we go. And I've already had some espresso today, so I got my taste buds already warmed up, everything. So here we go. Let's taste this, see what's going on here. Wow. I don't know how to describe that. So, when this first touches my tongue, I taste fruit. Fruity citrus. Man, that's a very fruity, very aromatic also. Very fruity, very aromatic. Man, that is a good, the coffee beans are good. They're really good. Now, I know it makes a huge difference getting them roasted up, but man, those are good. That's good coffee. Wow, I give that a thumbs up. So, all right, so that's Kona Farm Direct Coffee. The espresso beans are good, and I'm sure that if you get regular coffee beans there, they'll probably make great shots of pour overs. That's what my wife does. My wife does pour over, where you use a little filter to brew your coffee up. You pour the water through it, but it'll probably make great drip coffee also. But I give it a thumbs up. And the total experience going out there to the coffee farm, you know, the owner taking us through the farm, showing us step by step everything that happens from the trees getting grown to the trees planted in the ground, showing us how they harvest the coffee beans, how they husk them. It's quite the experience, and it gives you a little appreciation of where your coffee comes from. So anyways, please, I beg you, hit the subscribe button. We need subscribers. I need more views. And I'll try to keep making these videos. So till next time, this is Shawn and Tiffany. We'll see you later. Bye.